So, welcome to Step 1000, a guide designed to help you prepare for Step 1 in the most efficient, effective, and sustainable way possible. My journey through medical school and Step 1 was filled with a lot of struggles and failures, and eventually I found my success. But this guide is not only based on my personal experience of studying for 14 months and taking the exam twice, which really sucked, but it's also about looking at key strategies that help me finally pass with confidence. When I tell you that the first time I took the exam, the mess sucked. I was not ready for it, and I thought I was, but it goes to the many of the problems that many people are facing right now. But when I took it the second time, it was by far one of the easiest exams, surprisingly, and that was because I prepared well for it. I prepared specifically for that exam that I was taking. And this whole series is centered around creating relevant and relatable and, for the most part, like contemporary approaches that can help you take the exam for the year that you're taking it in. And that's one of the big things, right? So, with that, Step 1000 is about more than just passing the exam. It's about learning how to study smarter, stay mentally and physically healthy, and keep anxieties and burnout at bay. That's the big part, right? So, dedicated is about investing in yourself for the betterment of your future. And so, we want to be intentional and we want to get yourself, to 1,000, right? So, step 1,000 is about getting you to 1,000. And if you can walk into the exam at 1,000, I have full confidence that you will do well on this exam. And so you may be thinking, like, who is this guy, right? So my name is Steve. I'm a MD PhD student at the University of Nevada, Reno. I am currently halfway through medical school. I took step 1 and passed it. And now I'm currently working on my PhD in integrative neuroscience. And my research is focused on how emerging technology, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, all that stuff can be used to improve health literacy and education. And so, big picture, my research focuses on how technology can essentially be used within human optimization. And it's it's a really crazy experience to be doing that. But I think one of the things, being a neuroscientist right now, it allows me to really explore a lot of the things related to education and learning styles that I could help benefit you all in your step 1 journey. For the most part, my journey to medicine wasn't always my first path, but life has always given me a direction that I can follow and eventually find true belonging with. So my journey into medicine began with a dream of just playing professional football. I played Division I football at the University of Hawaii and at Oregon State, where I faced a lot of highs in my athletic success and also a lot of lows with injuries and recovery. I had 2 hip reconstructive surgeries, and from there, I ended up having a football career that ended after 6 years of NCAA. I wasn't able to make it to the pros because it's just really hard to come back from multiple surgeries and stuff. And so just the turnover wasn't that great. And, injuries and your age and everything kind of catches up to you, especially when you're competing against people that haven't had the injuries that you had. And so it was a tough pill to swallow. And I found myself in a crossroads. I trying to figure out like what my next chapter would be. During this time, I was able to explore creative passions, becoming a newspaper cartoonist, starting a freelance career as an animation and comic artist. And the difficult part for me was reckoning with the fact that I never got the opportunity to realize my dream as becoming a professional athlete because I played football for 12 years and I wasn't able to cash in that check. But I couldn't ignore my call to medicine. I earned a bachelor's in psychology, earned a master's in interdisciplinary studies with the focus on fine arts, exercise sports science, and sports psychology. And I went through a long, grueling process of applying to medical schools multiple times. After 2 rounds of the MCAT, I took the MCAT twice too, over 70 applications, countless heartbreaks and rejections, and 7 years of just adversity and just grit my teeth, and also $11,000 investment. I finally got my acceptance letter to my first medical school. I ended up getting another one after that. Also, a couple more rejections, but the journey just wasn't easy. But it really prepared me for the road ahead in medical school in the truest sense possible. Once in medical school, I realized the real challenge had only just begun, to be honest with you. I struggled my first 2 years, remediating a couple of blocks, grappling with, a system of education that didn't really align with how I learned best. And I found that the resources that we were given, PowerPoints, lectures, textbooks, it just didn't translate to the success on my exams that I thought it would. The real challenge wasn't just learning medicine, it was about how to take a test. And I found that that was the determining factor for success in medical school. It wasn't the passion. It wasn't, why medicine. It was how well do you do on a test, whether you like it or not. It was during dedicated for step one that these challenges really came into like sharp focus because it was the only show in town. It's the only thing you had to do and the only thing you could do. I studied for months, like doing thousands of UWorld questions, memorizing countless Anki cards from the Anking decks and stuff, and immersing myself in third-party resources as much as I possibly could. Yet, when I took step the first time, I failed the mess out of it. And part of it was because I felt like the test that I took was the cousin of the test that I was actually studying for. And honestly, it felt like a gut punch from Mike Tyson. Like Mike Tyson in his prime, not Jake Paul Mike Tyson. But it also sparked a realization that I wasn't failing because I didn't know the material. I was failing because I wasn't studying efficiently and I wasn't preparing for the test that I was being tested on, right? And so for me, it was just I was preparing for the wrong kind of exam. And that's not enough a reflection of me. That's just a systemic issue because if you talk to other people, that took the exam and also that are studying for the exam now, like, yes, it's pass fail, but like, it's kind of the same thing. And so that's where I kind of had this idea for Step 1000. And, over time, I created something. And so Step 1000 isn't just another study guide, it's a roadmap for how to navigate the maze of Step 1 preparation in a way that promotes repetition, consistency, and sustainability. It's about learning how to take the exam, not just about memorizing the facts. It's a method I developed after reflecting on my own struggles and eventually having success by passing step one on my second attempt. I didn't develop this in a vacuum, though. It was made through a lengthy process of using anything and everything I could get my hands on and eventually trimming down the fat from the BS. I wanted to create a resource that gives students a clear direction and actionable strategies to improve without falling into traps that so many of us encounter during this dedicated period, especially me. This guide is built on my experience of taking step one twice, of remediating multiple blocks in medical school, and learning how to develop a process that actually worked for me. Through structured advice, study plans, and targeted strategies, step one will help you study smarter, not harder, so that you can pass step one without burning out. And so, without further ado, welcome to Step 1000, and let's just get started. So, let me introduce you to the Step 1000 team. As you embark on your Step 1 journey to conquer Step 1, you'll be guided by a unique and supportive team who bring a balance of knowledge, strategy, and humor to your study experience. Each member has their own style, but together, they create the perfect blend of depth, efficiency, and levity to help you stay focused and confident. So me, Stephen Christian, is the visionary behind Island Fever and Step 1000. I was a comic book writer, illustrator, and I'm currently an MD PhD student that seamlessly integrates my love for storytelling with the extensive medical knowledge to create engaging educational resources that truly resonate with students. As the founder of Iltopia Studios, I leverage cutting edge technology like augmented reality, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence to craft immersive narratives that highlight the Black experience in America. My journey into medicine was far from conventional, where I started off as a Division I college football player, later transitioning to a career as a freelance artist and animator before pursuing medicine. Resilience in overcoming numerous challenges is key, especially for me, including my battle with Step 1. This motivated me to develop Step 1000 as a guide to help other students bypass the pitfalls that I encountered, offering a sustainable and effective approach to exam preparation. At the forefront of Step 1000, I draw on my diverse experiences and skills to ensure that students have the tools they need to excel without failing and without burning out. So, hey, then we have my guy, Roscoe. Roscoe Thomason is the no nonsense, efficiency driven character in the Island Fever universe, known for cutting through the noise and focusing on action. Where others may get lost in the details, Roscoe excels at simplifying complex issues, distilling them down to their essential components. He's sharp, fast, and results oriented, always opting for the most direct path to solving a problem. In a sense, Roscoe is the group's spark notes. He trims the fat, skips the fluff, and delivers only the most crucial information. In Step 1000, Roscoe plays the role of your high yield guru, dedicated to giving you the most critical points for Step 1 without any unnecessary detours. His straightforward, no frills style ensures that you get what you need quickly, making him the perfect companion when you're short on time or overwhelmed by the sheer volume of material. Roscoe's signature, too long, didn't read, trimming the fat sections, are designed to deliver essential strategies and key takeaways, keeping you on track without wasting a second. He's your go-to source for concise, high-impact advice that gets straight to the point. TJ Jenkins is the thoughtful, detail-oriented character in Island Fever, with a deep passion for knowledge and thoroughness. TJ is one who dives headfirst into every situation, determined to understand every facet of a problem, no matter how complex. Known as the encyclopedia of the group, TJ provides detailed explanations, backgrounds, and context, often giving more information than you might expect, but always ensuring that you're fully equipped to make sense of every detail. His love for getting into the weeds of any issue means that he won't stop until every angle is covered, ensuring nothing important is left out. In Step 1000, TJ takes on the role of your comprehensive guide. If Roscoe is the spark notes, TJ is the encyclopedia. He provides deep dives into every aspect of Step 1000 by preparing you for Step 1, from content review to test taking strategies. His goal is to give you a complete picture of what you need to know, making sure you don't miss any important details. TJ's love for storytelling helps break down complex subjects, giving you both the what and the why behind each topic. Whether it's the finer points of biochemistry or the reasoning behind a study method, TJ is there to ensure you understand not just the content, but the context that will serve you well on your exam day. So here we go, Nimbus. Nimbus is Roscoe's loyal and lovable stuffed animal sidekick, always ready to jump into action when things get too tense. It's fluffy, adventurous, and full of charm. Nimbus has a knack for showing up when you just need a breather from intense study sessions. While Roscoe dives deep into high-yield content and delivers no-nonsense advice, Nimbus provides perfect counterbalance with a playful, carefree spirit. He's not an expert in pharmacology or biostatistics, but he excels in lightening the mood and reminding you to take a moment to relax when the pressure builds. Nimbus's spontaneous appearances bring much needed joy and humor to the grind of Step 1 preparation. His fun-loving personality is the perfect antidote to Roscoe's focused approach. offering a gentle reminder that it's okay to step back and enjoy a little fun along the way. Whether you're knee deep in study material or just feeling the weight of stress during the exam, you can always count on Nimbus to ease the tension and make your journey a little more enjoyable. With Steven's personal insights, Roscoe's no-nonsense summaries, TJ's in-depth exploration, and Nimbus's lightheartedness, this team is here to guide you through every step of your Step 1 preparation. Whether you need clear, focused strategies or well-timed reminder to smile and relax, this team has your back as you work towards passing this exam. So how can TJ and Roscoe help you succeed on Step 1? So through Step 1000, TJ and Roscoe are here to serve as your study guides, each offering a different approach to mastering the material. TJ is the storytelling element, providing you with comprehensive explanations and helping you fully understand the content and strategies that will lead to success. He's all about making sure that you have every tool at your disposal and aren't left wondering why something works the way it does. Whether it's the deep reasonings behind study schedules or the science behind how a question is structured, TJ ensures you're equipped with the full context. On the other hand, Roscoe knows that you don't always have time to sift through every single detail. That's where he shines. With Roscoe, you get the distilled version of everything you need to know. His sections are concise and focused on high-yield content, helping you zero in on the material that most likely will appear on your exam. If TJ is there to help you see the full landscape, Roscoe ensures that you don't miss the landmarks along the way. Together, TJ and Roscoe create a balanced approach that caters to both in-depth learners and those who will thrive on efficiency. As you navigate this guide, you can rely on TJ when you want to fully immerse yourself in the content and strategy, and you could turn to Roscoe when you need to cut through the clutter and get straight to the point. Their dynamic partnership will help you ensure that you have the full spectrum of tools needed to pass Step 1 with confidence. Whether you prefer the deep dives or the quick hits, TJ and Roscoe have you covered. So the structure of each chapter is as such. Each chapter is crafted with a clear intention to help you maximize the resources you already have without overwhelming you with even more. My goal is to guide you in using what's available to you more effectively, rather than drowning in an endless pile of new study tools. Here's how each chapter is laid out. First, I provide an overview of the chapter's theme, setting the stage for what we'll focus on. Then, I'll share a personal story of my own struggles on this journey, the stuff that I learned and how I navigated through it to overcome those challenges. After that, I offer insights on how I applied these lessons to my own study process so you can see how to do the same in yours. Then we'll give you a breather. There's a lighthearted moment with Nimbus and the gang where you'll get a chance to pause and reflect and just enjoy a little laugh. And then finally, we'll hit the trimming the fat section, which focuses on the must-know high-yield information that you can directly apply to your Step 1 preparation. Brought to you by Roscoe, of course. This structure is designed to keep things practical, relatable, and fun, while making sure that you stay focused on what matters most in your journey, which is preparing efficiently and studying and passing. Thanks for checking this out. This is USMLE Step 1000, created by me, Stephen Christian, a space where you can turn your Step 1 prep into something smarter, sustainable, and stress-free. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. You can follow us on Spotify for more study tips and more audio podcast stuff. Instagram at USMLE Step 1000, and you can like the Facebook page to stay connected. Don't forget to download all the resources, all the Anki decks, the clinical clues, everything from the PDFs and everything that you saw in the videos you can find at www.step1000.com. And follow the blog for more updates as well at www.usmlestep1000.com, your one-stop shop for everything Step 1000. And if you like what I'm doing here and you want to follow or at least support, you can check me out on social media at Stuck on an Island. Thanks again, and I look forward to sharing more stuff about Step 1 prep and how to overcome these mental hurdles so that you can have the best possible experience possible. So again, I'm not going to hold you any longer, but remember, let's keep pushing forward one step at a time to 1000.